This must be a surreal moment to find yourself in. Is this a first for you?
It's definitely not a first. I mean, squatter cases have been on the rise, but this is definitely the first time the squatters have actually sued. This is something that I didn't expect to happen.
Yeah, on a completely different level. You're obviously very familiar with this property. You've been giving tours of it for months. So you know that no one has rented it or actually been living in it until now. When did you realize it had been occupied?
So I realized on March 1st, so it's 2 units at the property. One of the units, the locks had been changed on March 1st. I called the management company to see if they had done it, if the contractor did anything, and nobody said they changed the locks. So I waited until that Monday to get a final confirmation from the management company. And when I went back on Monday to change the locks, I noticed that the other unit had been changed also. So I waited for the contractor to get there. I didn't want to go on the property myself.
Right.
I immediately knew something was wrong. And then I saw a shadow of a man in the upstairs unit, and nobody was supposed to be at the property.
That must be
Um,
scary. That must be scary because we've seen some of
Absolutely.
these squatter situations turn deadly and dangerous.
Absolutely. A woman was just murdered last week. So
Mhm.
I mean, the state really has to do something about this. It's not safe for brokers. It's not safe for owners. You don't know who's waiting in your property. You could just walk in and there's strangers there claiming that they've been at the property for months. And now suddenly they have squatter rights.
Yeah, and you told me right off the top you have dealt with this before. I mean, Ejona, who do you blame here? Is this, a state issue? Is it a legal issue? What are real estate brokers saying about this?
I personally say that this is a state issue. It's the laws. They're way too lax and they're allowing criminals like these to take advantage of homeowners, and it's basically allowing legal theft of property. Not only that, but at this point it's a public health concern. It's a public safety issue. I mean, something has to be done about this.
And what are they suing you for? Not only you, but the homeowners as well. And what's your confidence that you'll win in court?
So the judge, I mean, we don't know how it's going to go. The next court date is going to be on April 5th, but the judge really did not believe what they were saying. It was very obvious. The documents they provided were just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm confident that we will win this case, but it's only because I had so many records proving that the home was vacant. I have videos to show when I was at the property with dates and times. I have showing requests. I have people who can verify that I was at the property with them. So in this case, I have very good record keeping, which I think is what saved the homeowners in the end. But I know many cases are not going that way,
Yeah, you have the
especially near this
documentation,
property.
you've got the receipts. Please keep us posted as to how your Friday hearing goes. We want to know more.
Absolutely, will do.
Yeah, Ejona Bardhi, thank you so much. Let's also bring in NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber to discuss the legal ramifications here. Hey, Jesse, happy Monday morning to you. I mean, when did the world get crazy? And what's the point of squatters' rights? You have to make it make sense to me somehow.
Well, the world has been crazy for a while, so I can't answer that question. What I
True.
can answer is about the squatters. I remember even in law school back in the day learning about this, but we're really seeing kind of this trend across the country now in some disturbing cases. Look, in New York, a lot of people might be surprised by this, but a squatter has legal rights after 30 days. They can't be evicted by the property owners. What does that mean? That means if you call the police or you yourself try to get them off, there's not much you can do. You have to go through a court process. You have to go through a legal process. Now, there is talk that the law could be changed in New York, that instead of 30 days, it would be 45 days before a squatter has legal rights. That might be an avenue to explore. There's
But does
also
that
a way
even
to
change anything, Jesse? Adding
well,
15 days to it? What does that do?
well, first of all, I think there's another component of this law that you would say these squatters, they're not trespassers, right? They become tenants. So that's what it is. If you can say, you can change the definition, say these squatters are actually illegal trespassers, and you provide an affidavit in favor of that, then you might be able to get them off your property sooner. But the idea of the extra 15 days, this is kind of a wake-up call in general. What this is basically saying to property owners, you have to always check on your property. You have to keep alarms. You have to post signs. You have to continue, maybe hire a management company. Make sure no one is on that property. And as you just spoke with this real estate broker earlier, if she can prove that the property was vacant and that these people were actually not on the property since January, as they claim, they may have a very good case to evict them. That's what we're talking about here.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.